Republic Act No. 9394. March 16, 2007. An act converting the municipality of BORONGAN in the province of Eastern Samar into a component city to be known as the City of BORONGAN. Article 4. The Sangguniang Panlungsod. 6. Regulate traffic on all streets and bridges. Prohibit encroachments or obstacles thereon and, when necessary in the interest of public welfare, authorize the removal of encroachments and illegal constructions in public places. 7. Subject to existing laws, establish and provide for the maintenance, repair and operation of an efficient waterworks system to supply water for the inhabitants and to purify the source of the water supply. Regulate the construction, maintenance, repair, and use of hydrants, pumps, cisterns and reservoirs. Protect the purity and the quantity of the water supply of the city and, for this purpose, extend the coverage of appropriate ordinances over all territory within the drainage area of said water supply and within 100 meters of the reservoir, canal, conduit, aqueduct, pumping station or watershed used in connection with the water service, and regulate the consumption, use, or wastage of water and fix and collect charges therefor. 8. Regulate the drilling and excavation of the ground for the laying of water, gas, sewer, and other pipes and the construction, repair and maintenance of public drains, sewers, cesspools, tunnels and similar structures. Regulate the placing of poles and the use of crosswalks, curbs and gutters. Adopt measures to ensure public safety against open canals, manholes, live wires, and other similar hazards to life and property. And regulate the construction and use of private water closets, privies and other similar structures in buildings and homes. 9. Regulate the placing, stringing, attaching, installing, repair and construction of all gas mains, electric telegraph and telephone wires, conduits, meters and other apparatus. And provide for the correction, condemnation, or removal of the same when found to be dangerous to the welfare of the inhabitants. X. Subject to the availability of funds and the existing laws, rules, and regulations. Establish and provide for the operation of vocational and technical schools and similar post-secondary institutions and, with the approval of the DEP-ED, the Commission on Higher Education, CHED, or the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, TESTA, as the case may be, and subject to existing laws on tuition fees. Fix and collect reasonable tuition fees and other school charges in educational institutions supported by the city government. 11. Establish a scholarship fund for the poor but deserving students in schools located within its jurisdiction or for the students residing within the city. 12. Approve measures and adopt quarantine regulations to prevent the introduction and the spread of diseases. 13. Provide for an efficient and effective system of solid waste and garbage collection and disposal, and prohibit littering and the placing or throwing of garbage, refuse and other filth and wastes. 14. Provide for the care of disabled persons, paupers, the aged, the sick, persons of unsound mind, abandoned minors, juvenile delinquents, drug dependents, abused children and other needy and disadvantaged persons, particularly children, and the youth below 18 years of age, and subject to the availability of funds. Establish and provide for the operation of centers and facilities for the said needy and disadvantaged persons. 15. Establish and provide for the maintenance and improvement of jails and detention centers. Institute a sound jail management program and appropriate funds for the subsistence of detainees and convicted prisoners in the city. 16. Appropriate funds to support the maintenance and improvement of the provincial hospital located within the city. 17. Establish a city council whose purpose is the promotion of culture and the arts, coordinate with government agencies and non-government organizations and, subject to the availability of funds, appropriate funds for the support and development of the same, and 18. establish a city council for the elderly which shall formulate policies and adopt measures mutually beneficial to the elderly and to the community. Provide incentives for non-government agencies and entities and, subject to the availability of funds, appropriate funds to support programs and projects for the benefit of the elderly, and 6. Perform such other duties and functions and exercise such other powers as provided for under Republic Act No. 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991. And those that are prescribed by law or ordinance.